Hello my fellow weasels and welcome to a Cinema 4D quick tip. Today I want to tell you a little story about the letter S and how it can actually speed up your workflow within Cinema a lot. I mean quite a lot. Because the letter S is a shortcut in, well, let's say most of the windows and panels you actually have around here. So it starts in the viewport right here, so you can just select anything if you're not having a fracture on. So let's select a object, just anyone, and then hit the letter S. Then your selected object is getting framed in your viewport depending on the angle of your camera. So if you actually turn the camera around and we go back again and hit S, then the object is getting framed in the angle the camera is in. So sometimes it's obscured, so you have to turn the camera and then try S again, and then you might see it. Or you might not, because it's inside of some other object. But anyway, where I think this really comes handy is within the object manager, because right here this Mac has a lot of objects. I wouldn't say it's a ton, but it's quite a lot. And finding the right object whenever you have a CAD file and it has thousands of objects within a huge tree and it's just a mess sometimes, you're really looking for a part you selected and you just want to get there. And there is your letter S again. You just click on any part, maybe a smaller one, this one, you hover with your mouse over the object manager and you hit S. And the object manager scrolls to the first selected object. And it's that easy, even if this is the child of a child of a child of a child of a child. And if I actually would have done this correctly. There we go. So let's remember that it's this one. So let's hide this up within the fracture and just select it. Hover over here, hit S, and boom, it unfolds everything and scrolls to the selected object. But there's even more. This one is very helpful also whenever you're animating. In your timeline, for example, in the dope sheet, you can also select some keyframes right here, like let's select all of them and hit S, and they're getting framed to your window and from start to end. And if you only want those, you select those and you hit S, and then those are getting framed. Of course, this little scene that only has it's 90 frames long and only has a couple of keyframes, it's not that big of a deal, but having a big animation with a couple of hundred keyframes, this can be a game changer. Once you go into your curve editor, it's even working here. So you select a couple of keyframes like those and you hit S, and they're getting framed, including and thinking of the tangents you want to might handle. So this is a good thing, because there is like, if he's framing like this, you can't actually get to the tangent, and which is a big pain. So you hit S again and there it is, and everything is ready to go. It's also the main functions for S, so in the viewport, in the object manager, and in your timeline. And I'm pretty sure there might be some other panels where S is actually working. If you just select something and hit S, it might scroll there or frame it or whatever. It's a very big button. It might be the same size on your keyboard as every other button, but it's a very big button. The only thing is, I can tell you this right away, it's not working for materials. It's a bit of a bummer, but that's how it is. I'm pretty sure if you have not known this is going to help you out a lot. If you enjoyed this quick tip, I appreciate it if you like and subscribe, and I see you next time. Stay smart.